Hi guys, as you can probably tell from previous Twitter posts, and if you check my blog, I am a little bit more than obsessed with the one and only Joan Collins. Obsessed is probably not much, I'm just jealous because she is a stunner. And I heard when she was bringing out her beauty range, I was just a little bit more than excited. And after trawling the internet, I found a tutorial she did with Michael Parkinson in the early 80s that corresponded with my beauty Bible, the Joan Collins beauty book. When I found this as a kid on a bookshelf, I have been slightly enamoured since. So I thought, equipped with my bare face, minus the cheating eyelash extensions that are hanging in there from my holiday last week, I thought I'd give her newly released products from QVC a go. And I just wanted to share that with you lot because, trust me, they are well worth the purchase.
I believe looking good and feeling great is the right of every woman because beauty is timeless.
As you can see from the absolute killer of a YouTube clip I managed to share with you all above, keeping it real, Joni, keeping it real. She has always been in front of the times when it comes to beauty, and these products haven't missed out on those Joni wisdoms. The products themselves look fantastic. A little bit retro, gives it a retro feel, and on first glances, even the cardboard packaging didn't fail. You've got the retro Joni picks, which I love as a fan, and it also gives you a little insight, you know, from just how they've developed the products, particularly the nail varnishes, and the lipsticks, sorry, that are named after characters. But first of all, with a bare face, which I have prepped, I'm going to show you the foundation. I've picked I think this is the cool medium. They do come in different shades: fair, medium, dark, cool and warm tones, depending on how your skin is. You can have a look on the website, they do give you a really good guide of which colour you should pick for. But I've just been on a holiday, and I don't tan my face, that's why it's quite white, and I've got a tan body, so I've gone for a colour that doesn't really match my skin on my face, but I've gone for it to match an all over tan. So you do only really need one pump because if you want quite a fair coverage, you only need one pump. But if you're like me and you like to throw it on with a trowel, I'd go for two. Like so. The consistency is gorgeous. It's got a really nice smell. I've used from Chanel, Clinique, Lancome, and I always feel they've got quite an earthy foundation smell. And I really like this one because it's not overly scented because it is for sensitive skin, and I do have quite sensitive skin. If I've tried loads of foundations, they're either oily or they dry me out, and this is the perfect consistency. It's got great coverage, yet you don't feel like it's really cakey on your face, which I think is a plus point in a foundation. Tried loads, like I'm sure all the other women out there have, and I am really happy with this one. I think it is a brilliant buy. So you only need to just put slightly, I like to use my hands because I'm sure you've all got hundreds of rather expensive foundation brushes in all shapes and sizes, like I have upstairs, but for me nothing's better than using your hand. I know you can't really see the colour here, I'm sorry, the lighting's a bit poor today, but it goes on so smooth. I don't really know how to describe it, because if you've ever used that that matte mousse and it goes quite chalky, it's nothing like that, but you've got like a really nice thin feel on your face. If I'm totally honest, it doesn't feel like you're wearing foundation at all. It's not thick. Like I've used MAC and it's like you're throwing it on like cake, and it's horrible, like a paste, but it's nothing like that. Making sure I've not got the Essex Tide mark. There you go. You cannot do anything worse than having the orange line around your neck, so just make sure you blend that in. I've just topped up here and in the T-zone with the Touche Eclat. Joan does do her own concealer stick, she calls it her magic wand. Sorry Joan, I've not yet purchased it, but I will do. Just to do that, you know, that famous Kim K contouring. So I've done that for with highlighting, and then using my well-loved Clinique Cherry blusher. Joan again does do her own contour velvet blusher, which is on my list of purchasing because I'm more than happy with the products. Just on the apple of your cheek, in between the two sets of highlighting, just there and there. don't go too close to your eye. You don't want all your makeup to be squashed into your face. Obviously some people don't like very obvious blusher. Me, I love it. The more the merrier. So just take the colour there and then sweep it up against your cheek. Everyone thinks you need to, but that really isn't necessary. You want it on the apple and then sweep it back. And then if, like me, you've got a little double chin, you can do a bit of shade in there. I don't like to use too much powder because I do think it dries the whole thing up, because I have a tendency to put a lot on. So I just use it when and as I need it during the day. But Joan does do her pressed powder, loose powder and a pressed powder in a compact, which she uses all the time. So it is definitely worth, you know, during the day, if your T-zone does start to slide, then do top it up, because it does give it the whole glamorous paparazzi ready face, as Joan likes to put it. Now with a base and cheeks contoured, it's time to do the eyebrows. Obviously thin was in, and I'm still paying for it, trying to grow them out, but thick is back with Cara Delevingne and Suki Waterhouse strutting their stuff on the catwalks. Bushy is big. So using an eyebrow pencil, again, Joan does do a really good range with a dark colour and the light colour, depending on what hair stage you are. In order for you to get the perfect effect, I yet haven't purchased it, but I will be doing. I'm just trying to use up my old stuff first. So definitely give your brows a brush, because these brows are really important, because it is these that frame your face. And then this particular brush is a L'Oreal Brow Artist Liner, so it's got like a wax on one end, just to keep it tidy. Like a wax pencil to hold it in place. And then this is quite pale for me because I have gone darker. But the idea is, if you do little brush strokes, it gives you the effect that you've got their little hairs, rather than these like scouse brows that are all in one block. Try to use as least pencil in the middle as you possibly can, because I think it gives a much more natural effect. And then just do little strokes. You need to keep your pencils sharp as a pin for this, because you don't want really big, fat, thick eyebrows. Right, so your eyebrows should start from your nose to the corner of your eye to there. So you've got that, and then they should finish from your nose to the corner of your eye here. A lot of people take them in further here, but then I think it gives you an effect that your face is very squashed at the top. I'm also going to cheat, and I have actually got Joan's Timeless Beauty eyeliner pencil. I've got it in the dark brown, because I think using black on your eyes in the summer is it's very dramatic, and I like much more subtle makeup. But obviously if I'm going out and partying hard, the black will be out. So it's, again, the packaging is lovely, very sophisticated. So I'm just going to make these a little bit darker for you. I don't know whether you can see it. They are a little bit thicker than I'd normally go, but and darker, but I just thought for the camera purposes I'd just show you dramatic look. How much of a difference does that look? And I can't blame her for bringing these out. I think they are fab. They're so soft as well, so they're not really harsh on your face. So I'm going to use it for its intended purpose and just run a line I like to take it up there and up there. I know you shouldn't do this to the wrinkles, you shouldn't pull your face tight, but I need to. Otherwise it's all over me, and I'm just going to run a line through there as well. It requires a steady hand and a mirror. So to create that dark, dramatic eye look that Joan is so famous for and that I absolutely love, I'm going to take the YSL Quad. Sorry, Joan, again, I've not purchased yours yet, but I will be doing, don't you worry. If anybody has, feel free to leave comments because I'm dying to know. The reviews on QVC are outstanding, and also I'm very interested in the powder, so please drop me a note if you have, because I dying to know. So I've got green eyes, so using a purple, as Joan said in the video above, I'm going to darken these out and take them up there into the gold. Like so. I've not quite got this to a T, but I am an eyeshadow lover. These are just cheap and cheerful eye makeup brushes from Superdrug. As long as you wash them like I do, I'm very, very OCD about that, then they'll hold on just as long as any expensive makeup counter brush they'll try and sell you. As you can see, I've just put some in the hollows there, and then there we go, dramatic eyes. Finally, to complete the look is nails. So again, Joan has got her own range. They are beautifully made. I absolutely love the packaging yet again. The colours are all named after characters, and I thought more aptly than to buy Alexis, and bringing back the retro Hollywood glam that you see on the likes of Joan Crawford, Ava Gardner and Joan herself. She has actually done a lipstick to match the polishes, which I think is lovely, bringing that all back, because you can't find them anywhere. So this is Alexis. I've got that on my nails. The colour is brilliant, really potent. You only actually need one coat, and I am a bit of a nail fiend, as you can probably tell from my blog. I do change them very often, and I actually took this to my nail lady to do my nails a few weeks ago before I went on holiday, and she said she loved how she said it was very fast drying, and she loved the consistency because it's not really thick and gloopy, yet it's not runny, so it does sort of stay on your nails, and it gives a lovely shine effect and evens your nail out if you have got uneven texture to your nails. I have put this on top of acrylics, but it looks just as good on top of your own. I'll just show you because I have taken it off one hand just to show you. The brush itself is like fan shaped, so it's really, really, really convenient, easy to use and quick. So if I just show you here, you get quite a large area of coverage in one. Obviously this is going to be an absolute mess because I'm trying to do it to camera, but it's really easy to use and I'm having so much fun with it. It is a little bit more expensive than other high street nail varnishes, is at the top end like SE and OPI prices, but it's well worth it for me because I've had it, I'd say this one about a month now, and it has been very well loved. I have used it a handful of times, and it's held up its consistency really well, and for such a large bottle as well, the liquid's not gone funny or it's not started to dry up, which I think is marvellous. And the handle, because it's such a long handle, which you don't find on other nail polishes at all, makes it really, really cooperative when you want to use it, especially if you're right-handed and you're trying to paint that hand with the left. It makes it life much easier, and for that the design is really, really good. And there you go, here is one completed Joan Collins inspired beauty look using some of her products and a mismatch of others. All I can say is they are definitely worth the buy, and if you can all tune in to QVC this weekend, you too can get your hands on some of her products. If you can't do that, then she has got a website. I'll feature all the details below. And all I can say is it's fabulous. The 80s are back.